Tension is breaking up. We got a nice week ahead of us. Let's get into it. Sagittarius, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. There's always an extended reading, which I invite you to join me for. That link is below. Or for now, you can also join the Unbound membership, which will give you unlimited access to all the extended readings for the life of your membership, as well as all the other membership perks. Remember that I put out a new Sagittarius video every single week on Tuesdays at 8 a.m. Pacific time. That's over here on the West Coast. So remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. And I also have a second channel called Astrology Motivation. I'll attach the link above, where you can join me for daily live tarot card readings Monday through Friday. So I hope you guys will find me over there as well. Let's get back into the astrology, and then we'll get into the cards. The astrology is pretty straightforward for you guys this week. There is a conjunction with Mars. In the beginning of the week, it's like within 1 degree, and then it starts to break up because Mars is moving away from Jupiter. There's still an intensity there, though, push to get things done. As Mars starts to pull away, you're less reactionary, you're less, it's not that you're less assertive or less certain, it's that you're less impulsive. So this is actually a good thing. It means you're calming down a lot. By the end of this week, it doesn't really, it impacts you because you're on the earth, but Mercury goes direct again. So it's interesting enough. It's like you're calming down and not as impulsive as information starts to speed up, and you can actually start getting work done, which is really good, because what it's doing is the energy setting you up for being really effectively productive. You know, not like, you know, you can flap your arms and legs around as much as you want, but still be treading water. This is effective productivity that's coming into your week. So that's really good stuff. The moon is interesting position because it squares and then trines Jupiter as it's moving around the zodiac, and this beautiful effect that it has, well, in Gemini it's going to be squared, but Jupiter square the moon doesn't last long, and it's really actually, of all the squares, it's pretty lighthearted square. It's just expanding your emotions. There might be more emotions that you're feeling, but it's not like crybaby energy. It's just a sense of, what I think is happening is you really starting to comprehend or understand what impacts you and what really matters. So that by the end of this week, when I think the moon is trine to Jupiter, you have a lot of self-understanding and self-awareness that maybe you didn't have before. But ultimately, there is a sense of really knowing what impacts you and what you want, and having it really come easily to you, or feeling really certain or secure. There is that sense of maybe lackadaisical, but I think it's you relaxing into, or having an expanded confidence in what your feelings are. There's kind of an affirmation, if you will, toward you in terms of the astrology. Now, in terms of your personal life, we're going to get into the cards to see all of this impact on you, but ultimately there's a clarity here for you this week, and a certainty, also a certainty that you don't have to rush, but that you are fully capable of moving forward. And if something hasn't worked out, this is what I really wanted to point out, especially with a square to moon and then a trine to the moon. If something hasn't worked out and it's been hard for you to accept, suddenly there's this relief right afterward that says, okay, in acceptance of this new situation that I'm in, I actually have so many other opportunities opened up to me. There's so many other possibilities. You're able to be very malleable right now in terms of what you feel and what you like or what you care about, realizing that you're not stuck just because things have been denied to you or something didn't work out. Finding a way to find other solutions to situations or challenges that you may have been facing. So it's a really lovely week for acceptance, and through acceptance, seeing a path forward and finding a path forward, being able to discover something that you may not have been able to if you had a set mindset. And once again, I think Mars moving away from Jupiter is actually really helping you a lot, because when Mars is conjunct Jupiter, you just want to get things done. You just want to do it. You just want to go for it. I can do anything. And then the reality sets in as Mars pulls away. You can't do anything, because sometimes you depend on other people to be helping you out, or things won't get done. Even the universe has to be aligned. So there's a sense of you will break it if you try to go right for it. And now, while that may be a little bit depressing at first, not depressing, but a little bit discouraging at first, now there's a sense of, oh no, this is actually encouraging, because as I get the clarity of mind back, I'm starting to realize all those things that I wanted to jump on and was so excited about, I'm not really, like, it's dissipating, and only the stuff that really matters is left over. So you'll know what to focus on, and you'll be able to have the mindset where you can expand beyond your limitations and actually figure it out once you know what's important to you. So there's a lot of clarity of purpose and intent this week for you guys. Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. We have believe in yourself, time to plant a seed. This is also a sense of, well, first of all, the self-esteem is not too high, but just in the right place. This is a practical use of the self-esteem, which means that you're in balance. This is Virgo energy, so it also speaks to getting healthy or getting into a routine, getting into a healthy routine, scheduling work, working on something regularly. So you can be working on your health regularly, planting those seeds. This is a good time to lay your foundation for what you do want to stick with, and commit yourself to it. And you have enough confidence right now to be able to do that. There's a new seed planted. That could also speak to new ideas. Now is a lucky time. So the seeds that you plant now will come to fruition. And we knew that as soon as Jupiter went into Aries. There was a lot of talk in the astrology community about how productive this will be for Sagittarius, and maybe even for Pisces, because Pisces is still very influenced by Jupiter. But ultimately, definitely for you guys, this sense of prosperity that comes with every move you make. You know what's interesting? What you're going to learn is prosperity is actually the outcome of tenacity and commitment. And I think that that's why stuff that you're starting now is really working, because you have the energy and the focus to keep working it. So this Virgo energy here is about cultivation. So you have the ability now. I mean, you ever try to do diet or maybe start up school again? You've been hemming and hawing, you've been thinking about it, but you never get started. You'll have the energy now to not only get started, but to stick with it. So this is a really great time to actually get shit done and make those moves. And I think that this is why you're going to have such a happy outcome, because it's sticking to something that actually makes something happen, right? And you'll be able to do that now. Freedom is yours. So this could be opening yourself up to the wide universe. This is Aquarian energy. You kind of have the green light. Freedom is yours. I immediately saw you ripping away from old routines, old habits, things that have kept you stuck. That could include old relationships and old jobs as well. This is a sense of being liberated. And it's interesting how committing yourself to the hard work of something that's taking you forward is actually becoming a vehicle for your freedom away from something that had held you back, right? That you had been I don't know if you had been denied, but things had been slowed up, or things never got done. Well, now they're getting done, and it's like you're liberating yourself. This is a beautiful freedom that's coming through for you. And then we have clear out the clutter. Are you guys moving? This has something to do with moving away from home, or getting away from home, or moving on, going somewhere, because frog energy is Cancerian energy, getting rid of anything that you held on to in the past, whether that's hopes, whether that's fears or emotions, or actually literally getting rid of old shit. Because what you're doing with that is you're telling the universe, I'm making plans, I'm moving forward, I'm definitely getting this done. I'm speaking it into existence, and it's going to happen, especially in this energy right now, where there's a new moon in Gemini. Speaking something into existence, your words have so much power, Sagittarius. So use that and double down on any of the on those efforts. Clearing out the clutter will help the universe know what you want and which direction you're heading. Get rid of that old shit. Like I said, it can be emotional. This is frog energy. It means you're transforming, this transformative energy from one stage of your life to another. That's why I feel like there's some sort of a move in the process for you. Let me get into these cards and see. Sagittarius, where are they headed? Oh, okay. These are newer cards for me, so just wait. This is Scorpio energy, so this is definitely rising from the ashes. So it could be that you, wherever you've been stuck for a long time or stagnated, you're now transcending that. This is also a card of second chances. This is extremes. It means that you're going to put your all into whatever you're doing, and that it's almost like you get a second chance in life. But it reiterates once again, you guys are on the precipice of taking that step into something brand new, and you have the energy and the fortitude to make it happen. So yes, Sagittarius, this is an excellent time to apply for the new job, to get the new job, to get, decide to move. You may not be doing it this week, but you're definitely telling the universe, these are my intents and this is what I'm committing myself to. So actually starting to clean out that clutter, or start preparing things for what you want to manifest into existence. We have an Aries energy, which is getting things done, making a move, taking action. Scorpio and Aries, this is real Mars energy. So Mars has infused you with the ability and confidence to just go for it. This is, you're not going to give up on this until it happens. It's also telling me there's a little bit of destiny here, whereas you are meant for this. It is coming into existence. There could be some sort of challenges or fights or clashes that you're having. I don't know with who. We'll get into that. Arcturian Council is about health. So interestingly enough, this is once again a battle that you've been struggling with or fighting with. Finally being able to make some moves forward, or get the help that you need. This is about cleansing out your system, being more holistic, being more natural, going more natural, or paying attention to those things. This could mean it's a fight for life and death for some of you. And it wouldn't be immediate, like you would know it right now. But if you don't get to work on this shit, it's saying that ultimately you may be eventually fighting for your life. So that's why you have to start taking care of yourself now. So the one place I will put a red flag so far, Sagittarius, is your health. Is be sure that you start taking care of yourself and getting rid of old baggage, old stuff, old habits, bad behaviors that don't really work for you. It's time to use what you have without spending or taking on anything new. It's time to clear out, not take something else on. And then we have Aquarius energy, which is higher wisdom, higher knowledge. I actually want to read that one to you guys because it's an interesting card. You don't have to take on the world by yourself. Seek friends and alliances that are awake and inventive with a similar desire to serve a higher cause. Despite appearances to the contrary, the important thing is that you share the same goals. Focus on a conscious vision of the future. You made a choice to incarnate now. Look for the altruistic ways to do your part. Be willing to generously share valuable resources that are in a short supply. Maintain a positive outlook with a focus on unity, friendliness, and the wonderful opportunities that lie ahead. When love lights the way forward, everyone wins. So this is taking care of people. What does that mean? Does it mean you're paying other people's bills? No. It means that you're finding connection. You're also finding support and resources through partnership. There's a give and take aspect to this reading. This is also a sense of you may be healing. The healing that may be going on is with friends, through friends, or because of friends. Something with the friendship might actually be healed, especially if there was a lot of contention between you and somebody else. There's a sense of finding a way to resolve that in a friendly way, or resolve issues in your life through community, through friends, by helping each other, through a mutual assistance. So this is usually not your relationship. This is usually your friendships. So ultimately, I would say that there is like almost like a combined effort, helping somebody, like making a combined effort with somebody. Okay? I need to know a little bit more about this. No, it's not these cards though. Let me do the moon cards. Sagittarius, 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 Sagittarius. We have hold your vision. You know, let me say, I just heard this. This is about trying to make somebody realize that there's a mutual, like mutual gain somewhere. That's what I'm hearing. That something is working for the both of you. You're halfway there. Don't lose sight of it or lose hope in it. Hold your vision. I think you hold your vision because you're on the other side of halfway at this point. But I feel like this is something that you were committed to. Oh, so that's basically a sense of, yes, emotionally you will be able to hold yourself stable. There's emotional stability in what you've committed yourself to. Holding your vision. Oh, work in a group, work with friends, work in a community. Like this is almost like, you know, get together with friends, work out with friends, go walking with friends, you know, babysit each other's children, that kind of thing. It's like you're solving a problem. You're using a community of some sort to help you maintain your focus and accelerate your goals or help you make progress. So this is like becoming a part of a group, like a support group of some kind, you know, to help each other along. This is saying that you will stay, this is a secret to your success right now, you will stay so much more focused if you find a way to help yourself while simultaneously helping somebody else, because they'll be helping you too. This is definitely like group support. Okay. With what though? Oh, fighting. What have you been fighting over? Any kind of contention that's been happening in your life, your friends have got your back. Or you're backing somebody else up. I don't know what this fighting is, but ultimately there's travel. Are you going somewhere to support somebody who's going through something or struggling through something? Because, or you're traveling. Okay. Doctors are here and sailing. This may be you actually traveling for some sort of treatment of some kind, or you going to check up on or traveling for somebody else's treatment of some kind. Going to see somebody or visiting somebody. It will work out for both of you because you wanted an excuse to travel anyway, and this will give you the opportunity to travel, but also help, be of service. Maybe you're traveling with somebody as they go someplace to heal. There's a doctor here, and then there's sailing. It could even be that travel itself is healthy for you right now, and that you might need a good dose of traveling right now in order to feel good again. If there has been too much stagnation in your life, it could be because you haven't been getting out and traveling enough, or that just traveling in general is very healthy, very good for you. You might be sailing to see a doctor though, or something with sailing and a doctor. So maybe somebody's coming and arriving to you to help you out. And then there's travel, there's fighting. You are fighting. Hold on. Fighting. There could be some sort of fighting about which direction you guys are going to go, or fighting about where you're going to go or which way you're headed. And if there's moving, there could be some dissonance there. But I almost feel like you're fighting for something. You're fighting to be able to travel. It's almost like the fight is in you. You have the energy, but fighting is just creating contention. It's not actually helping you get anywhere. So what do they do next? What do they do next? I see you traveling by car. Some sort of automobile, but there's also a ship. Cars and ships. Happy, and mending. That's really good. Somebody is on the mend. Somebody's getting better. You could be visiting somebody. I feel like you're traveling somewhere to visit somebody who is healing. Maybe they're fighting for their lives, or doctors, sailing, happy, and mending. In so many ways, Sagittarius, I feel like you need to get away from it all. Get away from the stress. Oh, I understand. It has become a struggle. Maybe you're traveling so much, it's become a struggle to stay on your routine. And you're trying to figure out how to not let your routine slip, and to stay well and stay up to par on your health and those parts of your self that you've been trying to fix as you're traveling. It's a fight because once the routine is interrupted, your focus is interrupted. So something has been getting in the way of your focus recently. Let's go to the extended. We'll talk about that. I'll see you guys there.